This is the Mahindra XUV700, and this is Zimbali Coastal Estate where we're staying for this weekend. Yes, you clicked the correct video. This is an in-depth review of the Mahindra XUV700, but it's not just that, because on Keep It Soft Reviews this week, I'm taking you along on a vlog. We drove the Mahindra XUV700 down to Durban. You're going to see me driving it. You're going to see a beautiful Airbnb at Zimbali Estate. You're going to see a bit of Zimbali, and you're going to get the full in-depth review of this car. You're not only going to hear from me, you'll hear from my family, which traveled all the way from Johannesburg to Twatwa and to Durban and back to Twatwa and back to Joburg, what they think of the car. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to like this video so YouTube can keep suggesting it to people. You're going to comment in the comment section below. What do you think of the Mahindra XUV700? And what do you think of this place we stayed at? Thank you so much for being here and tuning into my content. Get some popcorn, get comfortable, and enjoy the vlog. Let's go. Mahindra. When you hear Mahindra, all you think is big, rugged, dirt, gravel, diesel. And you'd be right to think that, because Mahindra's main product lineup is big diesels, which are rugged vehicles. They introduced the XUV500 a few years ago so they can tap into the urban leisure adventure SUV, and they call them XUVs. Guys, this car has taken us over 1,700 kilometers. I didn't get enough time to wash it, so this is how it looks after it's obliterated butterflies. It's driven through rain, it's driven through thunder, it's driven through sunlight, it's gone into water puddles, and this is how it looks. Pretty clean for over 1,700 kilometers, isn't it? Mahindra is a brand that's very loved in South Africa. In February 2025 alone, they've sold over 1,700 vehicles. Yes, that's right, over 1,700. In September last year, they were celebrating their 20,000th pickup, which is assembled in South Africa. They have a local production plant in Durban where they assemble cars. They're in talks recently with government to now start a study, a feasibility study, to see if they can actually fully manufacture cars in South Africa. That would be great, wouldn't it? Anyway, we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about this. The Mahindra XUV700 AX7L, top of the range, Baba. The range starts with the AX5. That's the 5-seater version, and it's an entry level that starts at 456,000. You then get the mid-spec, which gives you the 7 seats, but not all the top spec features, for 552,000. And then you get this, the big daddy, with all the features you can think of, the AX7L, 7 seats as well. This comes in at 599,900. This XUV700 comes with a 1-engine option, a 2-liter turbocharged petrol with 149 kilowatts and 380 newton meters of torque. That's a lot of torque. It comes mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox and drives just the front wheels. All right, cool. Let's see how this feels to drive. Let's test out that 149 kilowatts. There's no cars behind me, so I'm just going to slow down to like 30. If you're driving at 30, then you press it. Full press. Yeah, well, nothing to write home about it, but this power is enough to overtake. The car's empty right now. Ain't nobody in there but me and my equipment. Car's empty right now, so nothing to write home about, but it's literally enough to get around town. It's just enough to overtake cars and stuff. This car doesn't have any driving modes. I didn't see. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. This car doesn't have any driving modes, so it's a very no frills, no nonsense car. So this is where the fuel tank is. They didn't give us this car with the full tank. It was literally here. That's where the tank was. We've traveled 61.3 kilometers, and this is what the range is saying. Let me just change fuel info. And that's what the range is saying. We are traveling to Durban from Johannesburg. This is where we're starting our journey. Let's pack the car. This is one area where the XUV700 really shines. I couldn't find any official figures for the luggage space, but as with any 7-seat SUV, when all seats are up, including the third row, you are literally going to dream about the space. You are going to draw it gesana because there's hardly any space. But when the third row is down, you get quite a lot of space. Now we're traveling as 4 full-size adults and a baby. A baby travels with a lot of clothes, especially if you're going to be traveling for 6 days. So Ruhama had 2 bags. We had 1 full suitcase. There was also Ruhama's walker. Then there were the other people we're traveling with, which came with 2 bags each. That sounds like a lot of luggage, but guess what? We fit everything into the boot without having to put any extra luggage into where we're sitting. That is very impressive. We sat so comfortably in the car. The thing that Miss Rachel playing at the back. Guys, we're on a road trip. But we're traveling with my child, so you can hear there's Miss Rachel playing in the back because she woke up and now we have to listen to this. So yeah. Okay. So, first impressions of driving the Mahindra XUV700 AX7L. That is quite a mouthful, but this is the top of the range with 7 seats. It comes loaded with so many features. I've been using the adaptive cruise control, which is pretty good. So when you're driving with adaptive cruise control, you have to keep your hands on the steering wheel all the time, but here you have to make sure that the car is centered. It doesn't have lane centering. These seats are not real leather. They aren't the softest, but they're not the hardest. What really helps is that they're wide, so it lets me sit comfortably, and you can adjust the seat you can get pretty low if you want to get low, and you can get a comfortable sitting position. But so far, so good. We were traveling from Johannesburg at an overnight stop in Twatwa because we're going to meet up with the rest of the family and then travel from Twatwa to Durban. Oh my God. The weather is like as soon as we got out the gate, we teleported straight to the United Kingdom, Gesana, straight to London. Because what? One moment it's storming, it's raining, it's gloomy, the visibility is bad. Next moment, the sunniest day in the world, sun shining on those Free State mountains, and it looks so glorious. But whoa, as you get excited and sing the sunny again, boom, here comes another storm.
I want to do that again for camera. Wait, how can do next record? Give her more kisses, Hypo.
To the shops, my sister.
Yeah, you'll include this. I get it's a family trip. Okay, we stopped to take a break. I'm talking on this video because
it's fine. I'll put you on my channel, babe.
Yeah?
It's fine. I'll put you on my channel. It's not like I hate a person. So we're taking a break because I'm traveling with our baby. But I will say the seats in this car, we've traveled about 200 kilometers. I'm feeling it over here. Over here. You can do that, girl. After goofing around, stretching our legs, and taking the obligatory pictures, our journey to Joburg continued. The one thing that confused me with this car is that you couldn't change the fuel consumption calculator to liters per 100 kilometers. It only gives it to you in kilometers per liter, and this is how much we're averaging. Now that I think about it, the car was fully loaded. It's a 2-liter turbo petrol, and it weighs quite a lot. So this fuel consumption is what you should expect. I think this is a good time to tell you about the cost of ownership. I'm going to focus on the model that I was driving. With the purchase price of 599,000 Rand and taking finance over 60 months with an interest rate of 13.5%, you're looking at paying 13,880 Rand. As always, you know that owning a car isn't just about that only. With the consumption that I've shown you on the screen, you're going to fill up your tank at least twice. And considering at the time of filming that fuel was 21 Rand and 60 cents, 2 full tanks seats are going to cost you 2,604 Rand. There's still insurance on top of all of that. The cheapest I got was 1,970 per month, but that had quite a high excess. Taking all of those amounts into consideration, at minimum, you're going to be paying 18,454 Rand a month for the top range AX7L Mahindra XUV700. In order to qualify to purchase from the entry level all the way to the AX7L, you need to be earning at least 30 to 40,000 Rand per month. That's how much you need to enter the XUV700. Arriving in Joburg, we had about 85 kilometers of range left and we had traveled a bit over 400 kilometers. There was only a quarter tank left of fuel, which means we had to fill up in order to be able to get to Zimbali. This is the range that the car was giving us after fueling the car. Before we continue our road trip to Zimbali, let me show you the interior of the XUV700. Oh, when you come inside, you're greeted by these beautiful cream seats and they look absolutely glorious. The glory ends there though, because on our trip down to the Free State and to KZN, when we came out of the car, our lower backs were really painful. Just look at how beautiful and open the space looks. That's because the seats are cream. The headlining is cream. Now, everybody who watches Keep It Soft reviews already knows that I'm not a fan of light headlining, but that's because it just gets dirty easily. You can also get this interior in black. You have an armrest that extends, 2 cup holders. These will fit small cups. You have your gear knob here, and then you have your rotary wheel, which can be used to actually browse your infotainment screen or use it for volume. I have set it up for volume because if you set this for browse, the only other place you can move and change your volume is here. You have a wireless charger. There you go. Buttons, which is a welcome addition. New cars don't have buttons for absolutely anything. So these buttons over here are such a welcome addition. Something else that I really like about this interior in the Mahindra. If you are changing your air conditioning and you're on Android Auto using maps, when you click here, yes, you see that pop-up that shows you your temperature. On other cars, the entire screen changes and moves away from your navigation. Even when you are driving and you're indicating, because new cars that have the 360-degree cameras want to show you the cameras. In the Mahindra, it shows you there on the screen. 10.3-inch display for the driver, 10.3-inch display for the infotainment. On your steering wheel, you get real buttons. You control your media on the left, and this side control the driver screen. Then you have your big hood. Let me show you how it sounds. Lovely, lovely. You have automatic lights, which come standard in the X7L, the automatic dimming and brighting, and they also have a boost function. Then you have automatic wipers as well. The infotainment system is very well thought out, and the driver's display very well thought out. It's very easy to use when you're driving. You simply press this button, and you press this button to see what you want to use, and then you move up and down. You can do this all whilst driving, because here you use this button and you can see that it's moving. You have radio, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is available here. It's wireless and it works seamlessly. It's pretty easy to just quickly get used to. I got used to it within 15 minutes of driving the car. I rate that infotainment system high. The reason that I don't really like infotainment systems that have too many things is because in this day and age, everybody goes into the car and they connect Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Another thing that I like, your hands slide in. So when you're driving, you can just slide your hand into here instead of your hand like hanging like this. Thing that I do not like, this scratchy plastic. This is soft leatherette, but it's also not the softest. We go on here, scratchy plastic. The reason I don't like this is because other cars, which this car would be competing with, this car is 600,000 on the dot. You can now get a Tiggo 8 Pro Max for very close to 600,000 Rand. The 2-liter 187 kilowatt one. Yes, that one. And it has soft touch absolutely everywhere. Like I said, these seats long distance are not comfortable. In that car, I've driven it long distance as well, and it's comfortable. So for me, I just feel like Mahindra could have done better with this. Yes, I know Mahindra's heritage is is rugged cars, diesel cars, workhorses, but this is an urban car. People that use this car aren't even taking it off-road. That's why it doesn't have any off-road capabilities. This is a front-wheel drive car. So if you could put the soft touch here, what was stopping you from putting it here? I mean, you also put it here in the armrest. What was stopping you from just continuing with it here and over here? Anyway, you continue with the soft touch over here. It goes all the way across that side. Then you have an air vent for the passenger, air vent for the passenger, air vent for the driver, air vent for the driver. 4 air vents at the front. This side, you have your auto start stop, the most annoying feature in this car, which you should just switch it off because it gets jerky. Sometimes the worst part is that sometimes it'll make you put the gear shift back on park and then start the car manually. What's the point of auto start stop if it's going to make me do it manually? But most people don't like that feature anyway. They just switch it off. It has hill descent control as well. The favorite, you can set your favorite button, shortcut for your phone, shortcut for your music, shortcut for home and back if you're using the rotary dial. This car can really go bar for bar with competitors like the Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro when it comes to tech and when it comes to features. And then it has this tray to put your key in whilst you're driving. It doesn't charge the key because the Mahindra doesn't come with a key fob that can wirelessly charge. You still have to change the batteries. It's the small things like that which for me make me feel like this car could have actually been much more, especially because it comes from a brand that people love, a brand that people trust, a brand that is selling like hotcakes in South Africa. You get a bottle holder here, you get more storage here, and then inside here you get more storage. It's pretty thin, but you can squeeze a big bottle of water here. Electronically controlled mirrors which can close and open, fold and unfold. You have electronically controlled windows all around. You can lock your windows and then you can lock and unlock the car right over here. You also have your electronically controlled driver's memory seat on the door. Is there anyone saying, oh god, they copied Mercedes? Nobody's saying that. I wonder why on other brands people are busy yapping about how people copied Mercedes, because here's another Mercedes style, but that doesn't matter. Fully fledged panoramic sunroof that goes all the way to the back, and it just brings in more light to this cabin and works so well with this cream leather. Well done, Mahindra, well done. You also get 2 USBs here, but I wish there were USB-Cs. Then you get this little storage here, which I guess is another area that you can actually put your key. You get your hazards down here. You get your shortcut button for the 360-degree camera. This will also flash if the seat belts are not on, but you also get a warning over here when the driver and the front passenger doesn't have the seat belt on. But it doesn't do that for rear passengers, which I'm sure in the updated version, or if there's a facelift, or if there's a new version of this car, they are going to do that. This car's sound system is pretty blooming awesome, but don't take my word for it. I'll play you music just now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speakers at the front. This is just the front. Then you have 8. Then you have 9 over there. 10, 11, 12. A glorious 12 speaker Sony 3D sound system. And boy oh boy, can I tell you, this sound system is glorious.
Your vehicle is running on low fuel.
No, shut up. In the back, you actually sit pretty high. You can feel you're in a Mahindra. That feeling of, hey, rugged, big. Oh yes, you feel it when you're in this car, especially in the back seat. I feel like I'm sitting pretty high. Let me show you the legroom at the back. This is my legroom at the back. I'm a 179 centimeter bore, and this is the legroom that I get at the back. Is in my driving position. Look, you get under thigh support, and I don't feel like my knees are way too bent. So these seats are comfortable in that regard, but the back is the problem, because that's where the pain comes when you've been sitting in here for a long time. I don't know what they can do to do better. I'm not a seat manufacturer, I'm not a seat professional. I've just sat in more comfortable cars, even in this price range. You get isofix points right over here, right over there, and you still get this beautiful pattern even at the back. You get the leatherette even at the back. You get the center seat belt like this, plain style. And then do you get cup holders? Yep, you get 2 cup holders in the armrest as well, but the way that they're positioned, you don't get much of armrest at all. You get seat back pockets. You get 2 air vents that you can control here, but you don't have your own separate climate control. You get 1 USB-C port at the back, and this is storage which I think you can put your phone in. Are they not automatic? They're not automatic at the back, only at the front. And oh yes, they go all the way down, so I can like a dog if I wanna. Your kids will really love being in this car, especially because of the cream interior. You probably won't love your kids being in here because of the cream interior, but they'll love it because it's very roomy. With that panoramic roof, I'm even wearing a big hat. Look, there's space. There's actually, let me take the hat off so you can see. There you go. There's actually ample headroom. I'm 179 centimeters, remember. On top of that, you have recline in here. There you go. You see that? The seats recline. Obviously, because this is a 7-seater, you're not going to recline if you have passengers at the back. That's the amount of recline you get at the back, which is pretty comfortable initially when you sit inside. Discuss storage. You can fit quite a big cup in here. We had Stanleys in here which fit, but you're not going to fit a big water bottle. Then you just have a little bit of storage here. Considering that you also have these 2 cup holders here, that's quite practical, Mahindra. Thank you very much for that. Well done. The floor pretty much almost flat, so even the passenger which is going to sit in the middle is going to be fine. Let me just get into the middle and see how much of my passenger space I'm taking. Oh god, I'm quite a big lad, so I'm eating a lot into that. And also what's going to be annoying is if this person has got recline on, because I'm reclining, and then this person doesn't have any recline, I'm going to be binged a bit. But I think, to be honest, the car is boxy and wide, so you can fit 3 adults across and they'll be pretty much fine. One thing, tailgate in the Mahindra XUV700 in all variants doesn't come automatic. You have to do it manually. I want to see how much space I get as an adult at the back. This seat is in the recline, so most likely it doesn't slide forward or backwards, it just reclines. My knees are literally on here. This is not good at all. This is not good at all. It's good for kids, but what I'll say is that I've actually seen cars that have less space than this. A nice touch, you have your own aircon here. There it is, it's blowing. Can you see? There you have aircon here. You can only control the speed, you can't control whether it's hot or cold. You have your own cup holder here. There's a 12-volt. That's actually pretty cool. You can connect a dongle thing here and be able to connect a charger so that you can charge. This side you also have a vent that you can close and open. Another cup holder. Without the recline, you get a bit more space, but my knees are still here. And the thing is, in this row, in the second row, your headroom is great, but here the headroom is not so great. I'm touching the roof when I'm sitting back. I would be able to do about an hour and a half in here alone at the back. If there was someone else, it's going to be quite a tight squeeze, but you can definitely fit smaller adults in here. I'm a big lad, as I said, so not the best for me, but you can definitely fit kids in here, definitely fit smaller lads. The other nice thing is that the seats at the back, it's literally the same seats in the second row and the first row, but they are just a bit smaller. Just look at how beautiful this car is from here. Is this not beautiful, guys? This car looks absolutely stunning inside. The interior is really stunning. me show you our villa. 6 Crystal Cove, I think that's what it's called. Let me show you how it looks. Come inside 6 Crystal Cove. Ooh, this wallpaper is so beautiful. Big mirror so the hot boy can see himself. I see you, see me, see myself being hot. Come on. This looks real. You come this side, it's the garage which fits our 2 cars, the XUV700 and the Jetour X70 Plus, which are traveling in this weekend. I did not get a chance to use this golf cart, but I would have loved to. But look at how huge the garage is. There's also the laundry room here. Pretty cool. Come this side, you have the guest bathroom.
Guest bathroom in here. No, guest toilet. Wash closet, whatever it's called. These tiles feel so luxe and they're everywhere. From the floor all the way to here. Guest toilet with a single vanity and a big mirror and a nice fake lilac. What are these flowers called?
This is the first bedroom downstairs.
Alright guys, so I'm recording this after we've slept here for like 2 days. So this is the first guest bedroom downstairs. You have 2 bedrooms on the lower floor, which are all en suite. Get a huge shower. It's a very big shower. Tiles continue everywhere in the house, and then you get a toilet here. Then Then you have your wardrobes here, and that's it. Yeah, then you can come see the room I was sleeping in. Where the magic happens. Walk-in closet with tons of space. Space galore.
You walk out to this stunning view. This reminds me of home. Just as soon as you get outside, full on grass, trees, nature.
After the magic has happened, then they've got these very unpractical, what do you call these things? Side pedestals. One thing I'll say about this place though, they did not prepare properly for guests, because there were bathrooms that didn't have soap, there were toilets that didn't have tissue and things like that. So 6 Crystal Cove, do better at prepping for your guests.
Glass rails, which look absolutely stunning, and floor to ceiling glass. Pretty cool. Let's go upstairs. These fancy tiles are absolutely everywhere. You saw them downstairs, you saw them on the walls, in the bathrooms. They are absolutely everywhere and they are stunning. Get upstairs, a different wallpaper, and you've got a whole lot of inches for the TV. Follow me outside. You have a bar outside where you can have full cream milk or drinks. You have your bar stools over here. Then you've got a braai stand. It's not a gas grill, it's a braai stand. Balcony continues into the guest room this side.
Each bedroom has its own ensuite with shower, and those tiles continue everywhere. And then you've got storage over here, gray headboard and 2 single beds. Lighting galore. Okay, let's show you the other one. This is a proper side pedestal, not the ones in the room we're sleeping in. You also get a chair. You also get a table and chair here. The lighting is immaculate. View from the top bedroom. Beautiful headrest. Huge side lamp. Storage. And again, the tiles, the immaculate fancy tiles, they continue everywhere. Bathroom over there, shower over there, toilet here, more deco. Guys, this place is perfect. It was perfect for our family. I'll show the price at the end. Then you have this table. I'm recording this when we leave, because when we got here, we had to go and buy groceries. There's a dining room table, then there's a kitchen, then the kitchen here, gas stove, so when there's load shedding you're fine. got an oven, microwave, fridge, and then you've got a scullery over here as well. This place also has a generator, so when there's a load of the sheds, you will not be shed. This is the main bedroom. Look at how huge this bathroom is. Oh God, it's so big. That's what she said. Very big. Then you have a mirror here. Another mirror. This bedroom has a TV in it, and look at how beautiful the bedding is. And then here you don't get a balcony, but you get huge windows over here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Bus boy.
And there's our family over there. And then our little Baba is there at the back. So everyone's going into the beach. And we are being bizarrely. You see she's sleeping there at the back. Oh, cutie pie. It's me and my wife. Being bizarre, eh?
Bizarrely hood.
Happy, it's so humid, so we have to I'm keeping the car on. It's not good far range, but I'm not gonna sit here and think. So yesterday I forgot to update. This is what our range is looking like. So I must say it's much better now that we actually put a full tank in the car, because the range as we're traveling on the highway kept on going up. Obviously, range on the highway is better than when you're doing stop and go traffic. We started doing stop and go again, and the range keeps getting chowed. But this is the range right now. You saw it started at 621. I'm going to show you the drive info so you can see how far we've driven on this tank. Nope, drive info. So we've done 395.2 kilometers, and we have about a half tank left. And that means theoretically with this that we can do 700 kilometers. This is a 60-liter tank from the material that they wrote. The car is a 60-liter tank. It's a 2-liter petrol, and it's averaging around 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not bad. But I really think this car would have been better suited with a diesel engine.
You going to the
We're going to the beach, Mama. We're going to the ocean. For the first time, I'm going to see the ocean. How do you feel? I don't know how I feel, but I want to grab that GoPro. Okay, let's go. It's shell I have valley of why keep was such on my channel. Hey, just figure That's really very the cruise at Zimbali coastal. It's Dacio. You know? Yeah?
Why are you going to sit?
I don't know, I'm just recording the area from Yeah. After traveling all the way from the Free State to here,
Yeah.
how was the Mahindra in terms of space, comfort? Just give me your quick experience. How was it?
It was very comfortable. We fit in the car, the three of us, Chavi sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. It's actually very, very beautiful inside. Yes, the sound system, Sana. The sound system. Joe, we were grooving to this place. Hey, I felt 20 again.
Dango.
I felt 20 again because of this car.
Well, my experience was not so bad, but having to sit in the middle seat was a bit uncomfortable because we traveled for a long time. But overall, it's a beautiful car. It has a lot of seats and it's spacious. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So even with all of that in the trunk, we're still...
I still organized this kind.
Yeah, no, we're leaving now, so I had no time to be packing properly. Already past checkout time. Time to get into the car. With that, it was time to say goodbye to Zimbali. My final thoughts on the car. This car was introduced in 2021 globally, but reached South African shores in 2022, which means it's basically a 4-year-old car. When you look at what you get inside the car and you are inside the car, you could say it's a car that was released this year. On the way back, we passed about 4 or 5 trucks which were carrying Mahindras, which just goes to show you how popular this brand is. Starting at just over 450,000, I think Mahindra came in with very good pricing. However, at that price, there's quite a lot of competition considering that that variant is a 5-seater. Moving up into the 7-seat variants, I think those two are compelling products given that there's not many 7-seaters available at that price range, which give you all the tech that this gives you. At the top of my head, the one that I could think of is a Tiggo 8 Pro. That one, in my opinion, edges this car ever so slightly just because it feels more comfortable and luxurious, especially on long-range trips. Another competitor is from Mahindra itself, the Scorpio N. I think that is a better product from Mahindra because that gives you what Mahindra is known for, the off-road capability, and it gives you a powerful diesel engine, which I feel the XUV700 was missing. Honestly, for me, that's where my money would go if I'm considering a Mahindra. What a beautiful car inside with amazing tech, well thought out infotainment, and the way you interact with the car's advanced safety systems is also great. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this vlog, if you'd like to see more of this. If you're this far and you haven't liked the video, please like the video so YouTube can suggest my videos and you can help me grow. We've just been monetized, so thank you to everybody who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can get a notification every Wednesday when I post. With that being said, guys, please don't skip the ads. I am working to be able to buy my dream car, that M3, that G80 M3, bababe. So please don't skip the ads. I'll see you guys next week Wednesday with another video. Tango!